G'day, this is the Adelaide Old Fart with my Royal Enfield Classic 500. Today I'm dealing with a Tutoro chain oil. Got two problems. One, there's not much difference in height between where the reservoir is and the outlet. The other thing is the proximity to the exhaust, which means it gets very hot. Exhausts being very hot themselves. After deciding that my initial mounting point was unsuitable, too close to the muffler and not enough height above the exit point, had to go looking for another one, which is always the hard part. I finally settled on this point here, which I'm using a P-clamp to mount it to a frame rail, as in carrier frame. If you don't have the carriers, you could mount them on the mudguard stay, maybe even back here on the number plate mount, or find somewhere else. Anyway, that's where I put it. There's plenty of height between here and the muffler, so it should be safe from heat. There's plenty of height between the reservoir and the exit, so you've got the head drop, which you need, and it's protected by the frame, carrier frame, pannier frame. So I'm happy with that too. The hose runs down around here underneath that mudguard stay, around the foot peg mount, down here on the frame. I'm hoping you can see this. Doesn't matter if you can't, you'll work it out. And across to the swing arm. Now I don't have it around the back of the swing arm, but I've left a bit of slack and there's not going to be much movement there, so I shouldn't be get upset when the swing arm goes up and down. And the pipe now goes underneath the swing arm. It goes onto the shark's fin. Now the shark's fin, which is that piece, has a dirty great big hole in it, and the pipe will go through that, and then it will swipe down to the end of it, and there's 2 points there where you tie it off. Through the shark's fin and down to the exit point. Now I'm using the orange flat end on the pipe. Helps it sit square against the sprocket, and you can see where it's cleaned the sprocket. And there's a piece of wire in through the pipe, which enables you to fit it, to shape it to the right spot. That's all as per the instructions. There's nothing scary in that. So that was my first mistake, putting the reservoir in the wrong place. Well, I've corrected that. The next one was you hook everything up, put some oil in it, open up the reservoir with using that knob there, and drop the magnet on top to let it prime. And then you just watch the oil flow down the pipe until it comes out the end. Well, I didn't get any oil flowing. In fact, it remained stubbornly stuck in the reservoir. So what was happening? Well, what I'd done, although I was aware of the problem and I tried to avoid it, I'd done the zip ties up too tight. Not all of them, only 3 or 4 of them, but that was pinching the tube and not letting the oil flow. Now there are 2 solutions to this. One was cutting off the ones that were really tight and replacing them, but the other one, if you can see it, if you can see this, I hope you can. If you position the head of the zip tie down by the tube, it forms a bit of a V. And the beauty of that is that your tube can run through the zip tie without being crushed. So having corrected all them, I whacked the magnet back on top, and lo and behold, I had oil running quite happily all the way through. Wasn't that nice? So that effectively got it working. Now the other mistake I made, if you look at the oil in there, I'm using the green oil, which is the standard oil which comes with the Tutoro. But I live in a very hot climate. I'm in Adelaide, South Australia, and I installed this during 35-40 plus heat, and that's designed for use in cold climates like England. So that means that the oil's running too freely and I'm having trouble with it leaking. So I've ordered the heavier oil, the 25 plus oil, which in my climate I can probably use all year round. It's a red oil, which is how you tell the difference. You can also blend the red with the green. If you're in sort of the mid-world, maybe I'll do that in winter. But anyway, I've got it working. And it's working quite well, like they all do. This is the 3rd chain oiler I've fitted. I've been quite happy with them. I'd like to thank Roger from Tutoro for all the advice and help he's given me. He's got a lot of faith in his product, and every time I asked for help, he got back to me within a couple of hours and gave me good, clear advice, which has enabled me to get the job done.